today's webinar, we are going to focus on the selection of master's degree program. What are the details of the master's degree program, what we are covering into this master's degree program at RWTH Aachen University, and then what is your interest? According to that, you can choose your master's degree program. Before I start going into the details of the master's degree program, I would like to talk about RWTH Aachen University. So, as all of you know, RWTH Aachen University QS World Ranking according to 2026 is 23rd place for the mechanical engineering, mechanical aerospace, then manufacturing, as well as robotics. It is a 23rd QS World Ranking. As well as if you look at the overall ranking, it is pretty close around to the 100. There's one more ranking which is pretty much famous in Europe, which is Workshop Ocher. It's which is providing the ranking according to the different disciplines, and which is showing that the first rank for the industrial engineering and second place for the mechanical and electrical engineering. As you might be knowing about the Ivy League in USA, similar way we do have a TU9 category in Germany, which is saying top technical 9 universities, and RWTH is a part of it. Also, it is a part of the excellence universities of Germany, and it is also part of Idea League. Idea League, where the 5 top European universities are there, which is mainly working into the technology. And for the collaboration, you see this. There are many top level German other countries like India, China, and Latin Americans. We do have collaborations with the different universities in the different countries. To just give the example, we do have strategic partnership with IIT Madras, and now with the help of India office, we expanded to the many other universities across India. Just to give a brief idea about the different campuses in Aachen, it's not just the campuses which are completely separate, but there are certain things which are into the different campuses. So, for example, campus meter, mainly administrative nowadays, it's mechanical, robotics, many things are into the campus meter. The second developed campus is Campus West, which is pretty close to the city center. However, it is on the western part of Aachen. And then last part, which is developed mainly for the startups and new technology, new labs or highly developed labs, which is Campus Melaton, which is a little bit far away from the city, but not so far away. It is pretty close to the university hospital also. So you can see here some of the glimpse of Campus Melaton. And Campus Melaton is one of the highly technical oriented campus, technology oriented campus, which is the best or largest in the Europe right now. If you look at this facts and figures, so RWTH, we do have more than 47,000 students on campus, and out of which 25% students, which are more than 12,000 students, are coming from the international background. They're coming from 138 countries. So you can imagine having a class. Some of them are Chinese, Indians, Latin Americans, Middle East, then European student as well as American students. So you will see the variety of the students in the class. So diversity is immensely high, and this is what I think everyone is expecting for the master's degree program in Germany. So every year we do have more than 10,000 new enrollment, and we do have more than 10,000 stops, and then more than 10,000 publications every year. University budget is pretty close to 1.1 billion euros, which shows the how big university is. Mainly, the students are coming from the mechanical faculties, then engineering and technology, and then medicine and life science and others. If you look at the different country-wise, China is topping, but India is not so far behind. It's 12% international students are Indian, and then 22% are Chinese, then Turkey, Luxembourg, Bulgaria, and many other countries are following this international crowd. We do have many master's degree programs. Mainly, we categorize them into the 3 parts. One is mechanical engineering, The second one is management and engineering, and third one is the programs coming from the civil, electrical, and public administration. So I would like to give the brief idea about the each and every program so that you can get a clear picture about the master's degree programs, what might be your aiming for. First one is computer aided mechanical engineering. This program is quite famous among the students in Aachen. It is mainly focusing on design, modeling, and simulation. So if you go to the any industry, if you are looking for the new product development, that might be laboratory level or on the larger scale level, this is what the protocol is always in small, medium, and big company, that to start with the design, make it into the modeling, and then check it out with the simulation whether this there is a feasibility or not. So if you look into the details, there are two types of tracks into this master degree program. First one is conception, which is design focused track and which is mainly focused on this software driven modeling and technical drawings. The second one is production of machines, where is a production focused track, and we are mainly focused on the process simulations, life cycle prediction of the materials and components. So these are the main two tracks of the computer aided mechanical engineering. If you look at the employability, in which area they are mainly going this pass out of this course, you will find that automotive sector. So this is like a dominated sector, which is 44%, which is immensely high. And we are talking about more automotive sector means the companies which are originally working into this sector, not just tier 2, tier 3 or indirect companies. So if I look at the all overall, then even though if I consider indirect companies also, then this percentage is crossing 50% of the students are coming from the automotive, working into the automotive sector. Second highest is mechanical in general, mechanical engineering. Then another area which is nowadays growing area is aviation. Aviation mainly into the aerospace industry. This is what the new one. If someone aware about the DLR, so it's like small, the German version of the European Aerospace Organization. This is where you'll find this in this course student doing the PhDs or working as a research associate, which is called a DLR. Also, there is a scope for the research. 6% students going for the research, and electronics, the 6% students are going. And if you look at the designation of the students at the start of their career, this is mainly into design engineer, computational engineer, development engineer, research assistant, or research engineer. So this kind of titles you will find at the end of the your degree and start of your career. So this is one of the famous master's degree program. And as I said, I mean, I've been acting as a study coordinator for this program from last 10, 15 years now, because this is what I got it when I entered into the Aachen. The another master degree program is MME Kame, where you will see that 50% portion of this syllabus is focused on the management and 50% on the technical part. So this is a one of kind of techno management program which is pretty much famous among the student. Those students who would like to, I mean, if you look at the orthodox way of going forward for the master's degree in the career, most of the students or working professionals, they do the technical degree, do the technical master's degree program, and then they go into the professional life for 4 5 years. And after the 4 5 years, what they do, they go for the executive MBA program and then enter into the management. However, here the techno management program is providing the platform for you in order to go immediately into the techno management field, and then management field is not so far away. So therefore, who have interest into going into directly into the management field, they can opt for this program. There are two tracks for this program: modeling and simulation. This is again, as I said previously, this is focused on the design, modeling, simulation. And the second one is digital engineering. This is where we are focusing on the network production. So mainly the integrated production chains, then IIoT. So this is also interesting for the smart production point of view. So therefore you can opt for the industrial engineering if you are interested into digital engineering. If you look at the percentage, how they are varies, mainly into the research and development team of the different companies, then IT and technology, automotive sector is also prominent, mechanical, engineering, and mobility. If you ask me of the one of the example from this program, one of the student recently, not recently, but 3 years back, she was passed from this course, and she started her career with one of the startup. So now she's into that startup for like 3 years. But previous example, one of the girls who started with a startup and then entered into the big companies like um, Boeing as a project manager. So my point is, many of the students who started with the startup, small scale, medium scale industry, but now OEMs are also accepting the techno management people. So the point is, many of the companies who are giving the presentations or providing the brand building protocol and presentation to the management expert, but nowadays they don't want such a things now, because if you ask somebody some questions, then person is from management, they cannot answer the technical questions. So people or companies wants to have now the techno management people who can answer and who can take you to the to the right path of the techno management question answers. So if you look at the career, where you can get the take you to the first part of your professional work, you will find that a lot of application engineers post, computational engineering, logistics specialties, consultant. So it's not that directly what you see consultant here in India, but consultant means providing like this tier two, tier three companies working for the OEMs, and then research assistant. So these are the posts you will find once you pursue the MEME KAME program. Next one is production engineering. This is smart production engineering is one of the interesting field. You'll find it in Aachen. RWTH is one of the institution who is providing this smart production engineering program. RWTH is one of the biggest in Europe who are providing the solution for the production engineering, and they are the world leaders right now. There are three mainly tracks on which this program is based. One is additive manufacturing. So additive manufacturing is like a generative process, advanced material, and selective laser modeling, melting. So this is like a mainly additive manufacturing. Smart factories, Industry 4.0, agile automation, and model-based engineering. So this is like smart factory. So mainly focuses on the Industry 4.0. And the last one is electric mobility production. So these are the independent tracks, and the last one is electric mobility production, where the focus is on the production side, of course, from the battery to the sustainable storage to the green mobility to the electric machine powertrain drive. Everything will be here in the electric mobility production. So this is very highly advanced master's degree program where the focus is on the advanced trends. You can see here where the maximum students are going into. They are going into the automobile, research, aviation and mobility, mechanical engineering, logistic. This is another interesting areas where many students are might be interesting. Then consulting and others. Here others is dominated number because there are the small fields like IT to the quality management and other things are there, so therefore it's quite high percentage. But at the start of your career, what you will get as a title is design engineer, project manager. This is also interesting. This is the highest the title got for the many students in the initial career. Then quality engineer, researcher, system engineer. So all these titles you will get at the end of the start of your career. The another master degree program again into the techno management part, techno management area, where the 50% focus is on the management and 50% in the production system. So this is very interesting master's degree program. You can have it if you have interest into the supply chain and industrial system engineering. Another area where you will find this master's degree program considered is advanced production and manufacturing system. So therefore, if you have good interest into this two field, then you can opt for this master's degree program. Mainly, the students go into this master's degree program. They are going to the automobile sector, supply chain, project manager, project management, then mechanical engineering, energy, and then chemicals. So these are the areas where you will find your career after doing this MMEPS program. Also, if you see the initial titles of their career, you will find the consultant, project engineer, product manager, project manager, supply chain manager. So here you can see the trend of going towards the manager scale. In general, my experience says that those people who are doing the techno management master's degree program, almost 75% students are going into the techno management career, almost around 20% student going again back to the technical courses or technical fields, and then 5% going to the management. This is in general statistic. However, what I would like to give the message from this techno management field is, at the end of the third semester, you do have a clear picture in your mind that whether you would like to go into the techno management or technical or management. So after doing this 3 semester, you can get into the conclusion, and then you can go for the internship in a similar area where you would like to pursue your career or see your career prospect. So similarly, master's degree, master thesis also should be in the same field so that you can get the job opportunity very quickly. Okay, so now I would like to move to the next one, which is the robotic system engineering. Uh, Earlier, robotic system engineering had only one track, which was like design development of the robot and robot system. However, after understanding the lots of scope into the other domains, because robotics is not just the mechanical thing, it is all about the computer science, and it is also about the electrical and electronics side. So therefore, what we made it very much clear that to have the three pillars of this master's degree program, which are completely independent, and these are the completely focused on the different fields. So the first uh, robotic system engineering track is design and development, or development and design, where we are focusing on the mechanical side of the robots, where the robot design, system implementation, sensor integration, control structures, all these points will be covered. The second part is data analysis, data science, and artificial intelligence. So where there's a typo of analytics, but this is data science and artificial intelligence. So robotics algorithms as well as data processing, AI technology into robotics. Even though if you go through the syllabus, you'll understand reinforcement learning, computer vision. There are many things are there which are covering into this track, and this is like an independent track than the other two tracks. The third track is autonomous and sensor-based system, where the focus is completely into the electrical and electronics part. For example, sensor-based control, autonomous planning, then machine learning and AI-driven interactions. These are the very much keywords which are covering into this third track. So at the end of the day, once you look at the career prospect in a different field, you will find the research and development of the many industry. You will find this robotic system engineering, then IT technology, energy, automation. There are many other fields are also there which are coming up strongly in the near future, which is like a health science, which I believe the next interesting field, which will be opening their doors for the robotics engineer. So these are the areas you can see yourself working into. At the start of the career, you will find the different titles like a development engineer, software engineer, research assistant, software developer, principal engineer, project manager. There are many other fields, many other titles one can get it with this robotic system engineering. Um, Earlier, when we had just one track, it was not like a big number for this program. But now, having these three tracks, which are independent and which are completely focusing on the different disciplines, we have received tremendous response for this master's degree program, and we have been getting a really good number of students for each track. And therefore, I think you can opt for this program. And also, the one more interesting thing about this program is we do have more than 15 companies into the robotics who are looking for robot engineers. So they are going to offer you research internship, then master thesis, as well as for the jobs. So therefore, if you are interested in robotics engineering, system engineering, then you can apply for this master degree program. Another master degree program is textile engineering. So it is mainly textile engineering. Is sounds like fashion and other things, but it's mainly focusing on the mechanical part, or let's say it is mainly focused from the material perspective, or even you can say that it is mainly focused from the materials point of view, material science point of view, or machine point of view. So it is mainly focused on the nanocomposite materials, then inventing new fiber reinforced plastic materials and other applications like aeronautics. Or also it is focusing on the polymer blend technology. And there are two types of tracks. First one is coursework, so which is mainly into the industry career people who can take the coursework track. And the second one is a research track where you can focus on the completing the two research projects, and which is mainly focusing on the advanced experiments, independent interdisciplinary research. Mainly, you will see yourself working into the production, research, material science, and other areas. And one can see as a career into as a product developer, project manager, researcher. So this is course is offered from ITA, Institute of Textile Engineering, Professor Gris, and they are providing tremendous good platform for the textile engineers. Next master degree program is resilient civil engineering. This is mainly focusing on the civil engineering. And if you look at the overall picture about this program, so mainly emphasizing on the green construction, innovative materials, digital tools such as BIM, simulation, automation, and enhancing the project efficiency and sustainability. So if you would like to have really like a modern infrastructure considering the sustainability, then this is the right platform. So it is a completely blend of the not just the structure mechanics but structural point of view, but also the architecture point of view, and also the sustainability point of view. So two tracks are there, two main focus: structural system and green construction technology. So you can see the different career prospects into the construction companies, transport companies, in trade association authorities and public institutions, civil production agencies, and energy and utility companies. So these are the different areas where you can pursue your career. Another master's degree program is battery system engineering. This is a brand new master's degree program which is dedicatedly into the developing and making advanced research into the battery. This is a highly advanced course, so therefore the exam patterns as well as the curriculum also is based on hands-on experience. So it's not like a regular written like exam. So there we are trying here the innovative things into this master degree program. So you can, if you're interested, you can think about it. And then there's only way to go for this masters into this battery system engineering is with GEC program. So it's a master's bridging course or master's qualification program. There's no other way with the GRE. So you can thinking about going for this course, you should think about 2027, and 2026 you should go for the master's qualification program. There are different fields where you will find this battery system engineering very useful. For start with the finance, insurance, to medical technology, to energy storage and energy supply, mechanical engineering, automotive, chemistry, mobility, electric engineering, and recycling. So you can think about battery, and you can think about the highly advanced techniques. To start with your the TV remote to everything. You will find batteries are everywhere, especially nowadays with EV. So these are the areas where you will find this battery system engineering is quite useful. The another master degree program what we have is European studies. Of course, if you are interested into the policy making within the framework of EU and nationwide interaction, then this is the right field. Those people who are into the laws and then the commerce and other fields, they can go for this master's degree program. There are two tracks: energy and climate, and the second one is digital transformation. So these are the two main fields. Mainly you can see the career into the policy, regulatory affairs, then energy sectors, engineering, entrepreneurship, law, automotive. These are the areas where you will find your career, and you will find a career as an attorney, then asset manager, sales manager, analyst, and many other like policy specialist and sales engineer. So these are the fields where you can see yourself after this European studies. With this, I would like to come to the point where why one should go for this master's degree program. So if you look at the overall statistic of this program, our master's degree program, they are highly advanced, and we are making you to ready to go into the industry. So therefore, it's a highly advanced curriculum is also there. So why one should go for the master's degree program? So as an Indian, we like to see the statistic for the employability. So if you look at the statistic for the employability, 21% students get the job even before they submit their master thesis. That means one out of five are getting the job in the same industry where they were doing the internship or master thesis. The next statistic is 90% students are getting job within the first 6 months once they passed out. So that means your career will be set within the first 6 months once you have your degree in your hand. So this is like a really good statistic. That's why QS World Ranking from the employability point of view is quite significantly high for RWTH. And if you look at the how the distribution of the alumni when it comes to the location after the immediately after the master's degree program. So I can tell you from my experience, 99% Indian students stay back in Germany. They work for at least for 4 or 5 years after their master's degree program. Within 1.5 year or 2 years, they get rid of education loan and then go for the uh, career. And then after 5 to 6 years down the line, they think about then coming back to India or going abroad for the other career prospects. However, immediately after completing their master's degree program, not many of them are coming back. So it's like almost all students stay back in Germany and then they do their career over there at the start. Okay, so portal is officially open. So it was open on the 2nd of December. So and we are accepting the application. So you can go to the RWTH online portal and then you start applying to the master's degree program. If you look at the deadline is 1st of March. However, I would like to ask you to apply as soon as possible because there are different cycles we consider for the admissions. So before 15th of January, there is an early bird. So you can apply to our master degree program before 15th of January and you will get the 10% discount on your application. Application means tuition fee, so which is a significant amount. I would highly recommend then go for the early bird. You can see the here the keywords for the master's degree program. It is a full time. It is in 100% taught in English. 4 semester, 3 semester theory, labs, and hands-on experience, and then last semester is dedicated for the master thesis. And overall credits, what we are going to earn is 120 credit, and per semester tuition fee is 6,000 euro. Of course, early bird will be 10%, so 5,400 euro is per semester fee if you submit your application before 15th of January. With that, we do have many scholarships also. I'll see that whether we covered it or not, and then I can explain you. So application process is already open. I mean, application portal is open, so you can apply to the portal. There are different types of documents you can gather it from your old academic record, and then some of the things we needed as a support to your application. For example, you need to have the transcript. Of course, GR is mandatory with 160 cont, 145 verbal, 3.0 analytical writing. Also, we do require the work professional experience, which is of 12 months. At the time of application, you can have even 6 months of work experience. Then you should have a CV, letter of motivation, which is called a SOP. Then proof of language, English language proficiency, IELTS or TOEFL, but that can be submit later also. At the time of application, is not mandatory. APS is also not mandatory at the time of application. We require two letter of recommendation, ideally one from industry and one from the academic. And of course, I final degree certificate needed at the time of enrollment, not now. Yes, we have here list of scholarship. Before enrollment, we do have different scholarship like women in engineering, especially for the girls. We are promoting the women in engineering, so therefore we are providing the scholarship. Also, the another scholarship is high potential student grant, then engineering network grant. All these three scholarships are available before enrollment. There are many scholarship available after enrollment. Like if I would like to talk class wise, then every class has a best of the class, then extracurricular activities, startup idea, and German language. So these are the four scholarship available per class. So for example, robotics has this four scholarship, then computer aided mechanical engineering has this four scholarship. Okay, there are many other scholarships are also available, which is mainly for the international students and which is available, and many Indian students from RWTH are getting such a scholarship. For example, Konrad Stiftung, Deutsche Stipendium, DAD, Young Brand Ambassador, and many other scholarships. So you can check it out. That's those scholarship, and you can apply for those scholarship. But this is after the enrollment. Once you are official student of RWTH. As I already mentioned, we do have now career center, which is called a success manager. So from day one, she's going to help you with your CV, transcript, mock interview, and preparation for the application for the your internship to master's degree program to jobs. So they are going to support you. Also, they are going to provide you the bunch of companies which are willing to take you as a student for the internship, master thesis, as well as for the jobs. So there is a lot of scope to improve your application at the first place, and then there is a support from the international RWTH International Academy to in order to have your career into the different fields with support from career success manager. Yes, applicant profile, of course, it is you should have a 4 years degree and practical work experience 6 months at the start of the at the time of application, and 12 months after the at the time of enrollment. Of course, this work experience can be internship, it can be a project work with the professor, or it can be a club work, what you are doing with Supra, Baha, or any other competitive clubs also. GRE score we needed as a mandatory requirement is 145 verbal, 160 cont, and 3.0 analytical writing. And there is also English skill requirement is there. For example, TOEFL 190 points is required, or IELTS minimum overall band is 6.0. Other certificates are, if there are for the English skill, then it's okay. As well as German is not mandatory. However, for a textile engineering, A1 is mandatory, but all our other master's degree programs, we don't have German mandatory. However, I recommend at least A1 or A2 degree, A2 certificate of German language. So those students who are planning for 2027 master's qualification program, which is RWTH German Engineering College, is very important. So if you opt for this program, you will get very smooth transition into the master's degree program. You don't have to worry about your GRE. GRE will be waived off. Your admission to the specific master's degree program, what you are targeting or desire, you will get confirm admission to the same. as well as there are good possibility that two best student from India will get the 50% scholarship. That's like a 12,000 euro scholarship for the master's degree program. And more important than that is you will be completing your mandatory academic prerequisite, and you will have a really hands-on idea and experience and theoretical knowledge about the courses which you required in order to start your career into RWTH. So the next year, July till October, it will be like 100% online master online course of the master's qualification program. But I don't want to go into the detail because today's main session focus is on the choosing the right master's degree program. So therefore, I'll skip it for the moment. But if you're interested into the master's qualification program, please get in touch with us in order to get the clear picture about the master's qualification program. With this, I would like to say thank you very much for your time and patience, and I would be happy to answer your questions.